Hello, hello, hello.
How did you?
Oh, welcome everybody. We'll give it a couple minutes here. Hey, Matthews, how you doing today? We got Dana B, Susie D. I don't think, yeah, that's pretty much it. Bubble Bibble, there we go. Sandy. Oh, Robert Bates. Hey, Robert.
Good evening, everybody.
Hope to have a new video out tomorrow about the went up, got soil, garden soil, and got it where it needs to be.
Nice.
I'm beat.
If
I'm too old to be shoveling and clearing out a truckload of dirt.
How much does a truckload of dirt cost you?
Well, this is garden soil, so
Yeah.
it's compost, good topsoil, and a little bit of sand. Plus, it's somewhat sifted. There you can still see sticks and things in it, though.
Right.
But it was $50 a load.
That's what it cost me.
Truckload.
Yeah, that's what it cost me down here. $50.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Hello, Dana B. Miss Dixie says hello also.
And I might have made the lady mad today because I was recording her.
Oh.
It
ain't the first time.
I was recording her, put the soil in the back. It's a YouTuber thing, you know.
Yeah.
You try to get different angles and whatnot. They call it B-roll. And she had got out of her skid steer and came over and said, "Were you taking pictures of me?" And I said, "Yeah, I was filming dumping the soil in the back of the truck." And I told her, I said, "I'm a YouTuber and I'll give you guys a shout out and whatnot." And she said, "Oh, okay." So usually I don't like my picture taken.
I will say, yeah, but you look great.
Yeah, that's one thing I worked on today is my 5-gallon buckets that I already had gotten, but they compost or they compress down to a half a gallon or half a 5-gallon bucket. So I emptied it and mixed it with the soil and then put it back in there and filled them all the way up. That's a good bit of time.
Well,
the gorilla cart worked out pretty good, except for the new beds that I made. They're too high for the gorilla cart to go over the edge and then dump. So I emptied it a little bit and I just picked the gorilla cart up and dumped it in there, and then I started using the wheelbarrow. But the gorilla cart holds a lot more soil than the wheelbarrow does. Yeah.
You got solid wheels, you got to put air in them.
Yeah, you got to put air in them.
I got you.
I don't think I put air in them though, but I think they already had air in it. I'd have to check. Now that I think about it, I know my wheelbarrow. Yeah, I had to fill that up. It never fails. Every wheelbarrow I get, the wheel's always flat. Yep. By the time I make a ramp and everything, I just pick the thing up and put it in there, even though I'm not supposed to be picking up stuff. But yeah, it was faster for me to just dump it in there, pick it up and dump it in. And then with because I'm not, that one is like 3.5 feet tall, so I'm not going to fill it all the way up. I only maybe halfway or something like that. The other one I filled it almost all the way up. Just two loads, and they were pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta go get me a load this weekend. Filled up about 20 buckets Sunday with peppers and tomatoes. I got about another 15 or 20 to fill up still.
Yeah, I'm hoping because I've got one bed that I have to take the dirt out of, and then I've got that 6 foot by 2 foot grow bag thing that I want to try out and see how well that does. Then hopefully I have enough to fill that up. Hopefully.
How tall is it?
I think it's 2 feet tall. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Pretty
yeah,
sure it's
plenty
2
deep.
feet tall.
That's plenty deep enough about whatever you want to put in it.
Yeah. Then I have to, because my jalapeno plants are already over 2 feet tall. My cucumber, which is in, and these are things that are still in small pots like this, because I don't want to any bigger pot, because I don't want them growing hugely. My cucumber plant is already 6 feet long.
Man, you done caught up with me.
So that's going to be interesting when I figure out how I'm going to trellis it and everything. Okay. I figured the first thing I would jump into, let me find it here, because we'll kind of ease into the main subject tonight. Okay, here it is. There's a thing that this came out. This is the latest release of how to destroy the United States. And when I go through this, I'm not, I'll have to tab back over to see chat and everything. But we're going to start at number 1, which I think most of these we're already going to see happen. If we go through this list and it hasn't happened yet, I'll be really surprised. But here's the list here. We'll start at number 1. Number 1 is open borders and illegal immigrations.
Yep.
That's here. Rampant crime and unsafe cities.
Yep.
Already here. Mass addictions and that one drug that keeps coming over the border.
Yep. Definitely.
Number 4, election insecurity and interference.
Oh, big yeah.
The educational indoctrination, I can't say that word, but
indoctrination.
Yeah, there you go. Of little people.
Big yeah.
Definitely.
Weaponized of the justice system.
Weaponizing rednecks. Yep.
Well, no, it's well, just look at Trump. We'll put it that way. That's what that
Yeah.
kind of means right there. Destruction of private property rights.
Definitely.
I would,
A mad
yeah, I would
girlfriend.
say that's here. This is the easy one. Number 8 is inflation and debt.
Oh, heck yeah.
Number
Think we got
9
that here?
is, huh?
Think we have that here?
Yeah. I don't think there's any place in the United States that doesn't have it.
Well,
Yeah.
New York, 18 eggs is like $9.
Oh yeah. Number 9, the global depopulation agenda. We can't talk about that part, but yeah, I think we all know that. Number 10, record low fertility
Fertility.
and plumbing birth rates, which is the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yes, that's been there since I think 2018 or 17. Unaccountable federal bureaucracies.
Bureaucracy.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, that pretty much means the people in the
It
Washington
kind of
getting
goes
away
back
with
to
stuff.
the weaponizing law or weaponizing the legal system. Those kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah. And number 12, toxic food supply.
You don't say.
13
No.
is I have to be very careful. Juice and pandemic disinformation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which that's another story that I want to get into a little bit later, but if we have time. Number 14 is making little ones to where they can't
Think for
grow up
themselves.
and produce other little ones.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's a bigger word stuff, but I don't want to say the other stuff, but
They can't do
number
Sterile.
15 is over prescriptions
drugs.
of pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over prescribing stuff to people.
Goes in with that
that's
addiction.
good.
Now 16 is destruction of the nuclear family and parental rights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 17 is DEI and the new
DEI.
racism.
I don't know what
I'm not
that
sure
means.
what the DEI is, though.
Oh, DEI.
18 is moral and social decay.
Yeah.
That's a given there. The financial, and this is 19, financial or financing of an endless foreign war.
Oh, I can name
Yeah.
2 right off the bat.
20 is the sprawling surveillance state.
Get that right.
Yeah. Twitter stuff proved that.
Big brother.
Yeah. 21, centralized and consolidated of government power.
Oh, that's been going on for years.
Yeah.
Probably centuries.
22, the destruction of trust in institutions.
Yeah,
Again, years.
That's been a while.
that's current topics.
Yeah. 23, the censorship.
Of YouTube.
We'll just leave it at that because I don't want to say the rest, but we're here on where we're at.
Beep.
24, state media propaganda.
You don't say.
And number 25, the smearing of those who challenge it.
Yeah.
And that is how to destroy the United States. Now, which one of those have we not seen?
I can't think of none.
Yeah, the only one I don't know what is
the DEI.
Oh, okay. Wait. Be charming. I just seen it.
Yeah, diversity, equality, and inclusion.
So that's
yeah. There you go.
That was the only one that I wasn't familiar with, but I would say yeah. and let me and those I'm going to be posting the links too. So those who want to go check them out for yourself, that's the big 25 there.
When was that originally put out?
Yesterday, I do believe.
Oh, I was gonna say 2 days ago.
Yeah, it could have been 2 days ago.
I was thinking in the 90s.
Well, I'm kind of like this. The border situation, I believe it was going on in the 90s, but we didn't hear that much about it.
Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
It's awesome.
Useless compass, yeah. Yeah, it's a sharp knife though.
I think all those things in a way have kind of been happening for quite some time. You know, I think it's just more centralized, polarized, and more in your face now on a lot of them.
I mean, go back to when for like trust of the government. I mean, JFK. That when that stuff happened with JFK, that I don't know. Well, I don't know what happened there either. But I'm saying that's when I think the government was untrustworthy there. But what did the population think the government was more trustworthy before that?
I'll have to go back to the cowboy and Indian days when the government took all the land away from the Indians and everything, saying they would do this and do that. And when they got the land and everything, they didn't do that, you know.
But was it like it is when the JFK stuff happened? Because it seemed like they started doing polls and stuff. Do you trust the government after that?
I think the JFK era, people were kind of starting to see. Back during World War II and World War I is when people really, I ain't gonna say really, but kind of opening up their eyes. JFK brought it to light again. And then Trump himself made everybody aware of what's really going on and how bad it is. And that's where we are at today.
No, I think we like after that, you had Nixon, the Carter things, and
Yeah.
Clinton, and I don't think there was any time that we said, "Oh, even." I hate to say it because off, but
Oh well.
Reagan. There was a lot of shady stuff with the Reagan stuff. What was it? Oliver North. Was that what his name was?
I think it was.
You remember those trials and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody was like, there's fishiness going on here. So I'm like, through that process, both Bushes.
Well, now John Johnson, I hope I pronounced that right. Want to know why it took 3 years for the USA to go to World War II? Number one is our president at the time did not want to go into war, period.
Yeah.
But
and there's something that happened. There's something happened, and there was no mistaking we're going to war.
Yeah.
Woke up a sleeping giant.
They attacked us. Pearl Harbor.
You wake up a giant, there's going to be some ass kicked when you wake a giant up, plain simple.
But
it happened at all stages, from the people against the government. It's almost like a story as old as time in a way, Every people's done it. And if we're here in America, just think how much we went through in the small time America's been America, from the Revolutionary War to the Civil War, and how much changed after that, and WW1, WW2, and it's just been nonstop.
Yeah,
Well,
and you go back to when we became a country. There was shady stuff going on with the first 5-6 presidents right off the bat.
Yeah.
There was like 2020 thing that happened to who. That stuff was happening back then too, but on a smaller scale. And not so blatant.
Well, he just got caught for doing what other presidents did.
Oh, there's a lot of,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The stuff we can't talk about.
Right. It just now hit me.
Yeah.
I think this 4th of July America will be 247 years old as we know it.
I remember when it turned 200.
Yeah. I remember them saying
about to say you was there probably.
They saying that we wouldn't make it to 250.
And it's what, 47?
Wow. Yeah. This 4th of July will be 247. No, hold on, I'm wrong. Hold on.
I swear it don't seem like it was that long ago.
248.
Yeah. But you start adding it up. That's a pretty good while back ago.
Yeah.
Hell, I remember riding around. Wait a minute, 75. No, I wasn't driving yet. But
hey, Eric, how's it going?
Hey guys, how you doing? Bush.
What's up, buddy?
Jeff.
How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm tired.
And this story here is right up Eric's wheelhouse, I guess you would say, in his neck of the woods. This is Walt Disney World, in
Really?
Florida. Now a family goes in and purchase special tickets, or they paid to do a meet and greet and take pictures and of the Snow White and all the cast and all that
Hey.
stuff. And
I
they
saw
find
you.
out that they go up taking pictures with the evil witch, or the evil queen, Snow White's evil queen. And she looks like a dude. And it's plain to see, and they're a little bit taken back on this, that taking a picture with this guy. And
Well, what part of evil don't you understand?
she, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
is actually a transgender.
Park.
It's biologically a man playing the evil witch or evil queen.
Man who
And like I
takes
said,
evil.
they spent over $300 for their family to go do this dinner and stuff, and they meet the evil queen character,
I want
and
my money back.
are very, even the kids said, well, that's a guy, and that confuses little kids. You're supposed to be going there to have fun, and you're like, wait a minute, this is being forced upon people because they didn't go and sign up for this dinner thing saying, oh, you get to meet transgendered evil queen. How many people would say, oh, okay, let's go do that? No, the majority of people say, well, I don't want my kids around something like that because it's not right.
Exactly.
And that's the kind of thing that's being forced on people right now.
I'd holler, I want my money back. It's a ripoff.
That is a very dark place.
Oh yeah,
It's darker than a lot of people think.
I know. I mean, it's darker than people really know.
Disneyland, the stories behind that, and probably shouldn't talk about it too much, but
no, we're talking about Disney World in Florida.
Oh no, Disneyland. That's
Well,
boy,
right?
The tunnels,
just be careful.
The stuff that we can't talk about happens there, or used to happen. It's probably in Disney World now, but one thing they used to go around picking up stray cats, and they would let them loose at night to clean up, because they actually had a mice and a rat problem at Disneyland. And this is all documented, so it's nothing. No, the dark stuff I won't talk about, but they used to go in, go through the neighborhoods and pick up cats and then let them loose at nighttime in Disneyland to go get rid of the mice and stuff.
What did they use to get rid of the cats?
They would just scatter.
Yeah.
They did have at times where they did have an overpopulated issue with cats, and unfortunately, a lot of family pets would end up back at the dog pound or whatnot. But I mean, if you go look at history of Disneyland and stuff, you'll see very, very
dark,
bad things that happen there.
You got to remember too. I don't know about California, but the world in Florida, I won't even say the first word, They are their own entity. They are sovereign. They answer to no outside governing body, whether it's a police station, board of directors of the county. They have their own investigators, their own blank force, and things can be easily brushed under said carpet. Let's leave it at that. So it's I'd never go, but that's I did when I was young, but that was
Yeah, I've been to Disneyland multiple times. I actually like Knott's Berry Farm better, but
yes, Knott's Berry Farm is very nice.
Yeah, we won't talk about that, but
Disneyland will be 69 years old this July 17th. Opened in 1955.
Never been there. Don't plan on going.
Yeah, B, I was going to bring that up. DeSantis tried, but we backed off on it. They got.
Did he actually back down?
I don't know if it's a lower appellate court did something with it, or
I think he did.
Yeah, and then he started, making his presidential run, and it kind of went on the back burner. So I haven't heard any more about it. But what you see when you walk in there, there's twice as much, 20 feet.
Don't see under the table.
Right.
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
Now you can go in and search this and everything, and you'll that when and then when this evil queen talks, definitely can tell it's a man. And the kids were really
horrified.
They were almost scared and everything. You can see it in the pictures, which now the pictures of this family with the queen thing, they're starting to be blacked out. So I don't know what's going on.
Right.
If they're going for a lawsuit or something like this, because it's. And
is this a person's face, or did they have a mask on?
It's makeup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still, he's in there still.
You can clearly tell it's a dude. And when they talked, and it's like the kids freaked out.
Debbie Golden, that's fine. Like I said, I don't have any idea. All I know is it's not in the news right now. So, if they're still working on making them comply, that's good. But I don't have any info at this time. So
now the main thing I wanted to, and this is multiple levels of this. There's something happening at our colleges and stuff right now. There's protests going on, and again, protest. Palestine flags are being tied around George Washington's statue, just right down the road from the White House.
Yeah.
And if a student, it looks like he may be Jewish or something, they're not letting them pass to go to their classes and stuff. They're blocking the ways for people who would, even if they don't support either or. they're blocking the ways for other students to go to class and everything. And there's a lot of people saying these people who support Palestine are worse than a few years ago. This big group, read between the lines.
Yeah.
You mean that we're burning down all the cities? That group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need some ice.
Yeah. Starts with a B.
Right.
And it's a color. But everybody is saying this group is 100 times worse than that group, the Palestine supporters. And
Well, now,
they are portraying this summertime. These groups are getting stronger and stronger. And the fact is that they don't even know what is going on over there. They just know supporting that gets them more attention. But eventually this is going to go away from the colleges. It's going to start moving its way out into our streets, into our, whatever. And it's going to get worse than just a protest.
Well, now, it was either 1:30 or 2:30. I saw a little bit of a news clip, and they was reporting on it. And the colleges up there said, if they're not back in the class, no, if they're not away from the protest or whatever, the students, then the colleges will, they won't be students there anymore, period.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the colleges said.
Different colleges are trying to get back, control of it. But when they do this, they're infringing on
Right.
a certain right. The freedom of speech, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Feels like it's going to be a big turning point for something, because this is constantly spreading. It's not just at it's not just at small universities. It's at the higher levels of academia. Your Harvards, your Columbias, your Cornells.
Yeah, and to make things even worse, there is a major guy. You may say he's an elite, one of those types. His first name is George. He is funding this.
The spooky dude.
Stephanopoulos.
He is funding it.
No, it starts with S. But
he also, if said person gets in trouble for just, messing up a statue or tearing down something, his legal fees are paid for.
I think Donald John made that a felony, though, pulling down statues. He got that.
See, it's hard to say which. Yeah. This latest one was Jewish student at UCLA, and like I said, this is just not like one or two colleges. This is all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And the odd thing is, if you go over, the people in the Middle East that are bad people that do scary things to people, kind of read between the lines. They always have these head things over their face, and they have a mask so you can't see who they are. these are the same people. They're still there. This is when they're going out to protest. They're wearing this stuff, so
Cowards.
you can't see their faces and stuff.
Yeah, let these people.
They look like the same people that do bad things to people in the Middle East. Those kind of people over there.
Let the people here go over there and start the same type of trouble. See how far they get.
Well, see, that's if they want to support Palestine so much, why are they here causing so much trouble? Why don't they go over there and support them over there?
Because they know they won't last long over there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it there. We know what I'm talking about.
It's definitely not just isolated incidents. These almost seem to be like well strategic
Yeah.
and well thought out ideas just getting pushed in real time.
Over 56 colleges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can go and find out that there's lists of these. I didn't count them, but there's a lot. And these are colleges right now. Also, you know, the thing that passed that Biden wanted passed so bad so that colleges wouldn't have to pay for their college, basically.
Forgiveness, yeah.
This is part of that too.
Yeah.
They're saying the majority of these people that are supporting Palestine are in this program.
How coincidental.
It's hard to. It's actually hard if you would think about trying to make this stuff up.
Well, my opinion, it's done gone past the point of no return.
Yeah, and when you have that rich guy, you know, George fella,
Yeah.
that's paying for this.
Canadian descent.
Why does he have to pay for this? Does he support over there that stuff?
A little bit of it all.
His own country of Hungary has banned him from going home. So that gives you an idea of what type of individual he is.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't want to talk too much about him. Yeah, I think everybody knows who we're talking about.
Just hit him right in there, in that vicinity.
There was a professor also accused Rockefeller guys, if you know who I'm talking about, as being involved in this too. But George dude admits it.
Now, wait a minute. Debbie Golden says, why do parents allow their kids to participate in this crap? And this is my belief, what I think. I don't think half the parents know what their kids do in their life. As long as they've got a game, cell phone, or whatever, as long as the kids are quiet, the parents are happy. You know, I think when the parents do find out, it's too late.
Yeah, it's way too late.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is once they get to a certain age and they go to college because, you know, it's free now, somewhat.
Well, I'm
They
like this. If you are a parent, get into your kids' life. If you have to, go steal their phone, go through it, find out what is.
well,
You
that's
know,
the thing. These people are the ones in college. They're not at home anymore. They're adults. You can't.
I'm talking about while they still young. You
Oh,
know, try to
Oh
get
yeah.
them before they get there.
well, that's the thing. And and some people say, oh, it's TikTok's fault and this and that.
Oh,
There's a lot more than TikTok that's involved in this. It goes back to before
wait,
TikTok.
yeah.
Yeah.
It goes way
They
back.
they've been
Well,
they've been working to this chess moves way back.
Hmm.
Um, and this is
well,
where it's at now.
You know, like how some people they get tired of hearing, well, it's part of the plan. Well, newsflash,
Yeah.
it is part of a plan.
Oh
This
yeah,
started decades ago.
yeah.
well, now, one of the funny moments I remember as being a father, my youngest ended up making me come home from work, and she knew I was pissed. When I walked through the door, she had a phone. She said, "You touch me, I'll dial 911." And I said, "Start dialing because I'm going to tear you up before they get here." She hung the phone up, you know. But she did get punished. I didn't whoop her, but she did get punished.
Yeah, I think he or someone in his vicinity um is the top family things.
They know. They know
No,
the know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
there's his
worldly know.
books. They got dust on them. Damn, I think everybody needs to go back to old school, look up stuff in the dictionaries and the encyclopedias.
Find you a dictionary from 100 years ago. That's totally
Oh,
different than the one we got now.
oh, it's a lot thinner than what we have.
Yeah, there's a watchdog group that says the George Dude Foundation funds nonprofit that finances these other groups. So not only um, their like I said, their legal things are getting paid and bail money and this and that. They actually get a money for the signs, money for all the props and everything that would need to be in these colleges and cause
Per
issues.
diem. Per diem per
Yeah,
se. Per diem for chaos. Chaos for hire.
and in the next few weeks, you're going to see more involved in this, and they're not only are they going after the Jews, eventually it'll switch from the Jews to Christians, which
Yeah.
you can already say it's already there, but it'll be more right in your face.
I think it's definitely going to be more polarized over the next couple months. You figure once some of
Oh
these
yeah.
bigger universities have their summer breaks, a lot of these kids start filtering back to their home cities. Um, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and this is even Fox is picking this stuff up that he's involved in all that.
Yep.
But yeah, 56 colleges right now, and these are not like little little bitty colleges and stuff. These are major colleges. And
it's not only planned, but it's funded because, like, take for example, if you look at like protests decades ago, like at Berkeley, whatever, I mean, those people didn't know where they could use the John. You know, now if you go to a protest, they've got freaking food tents, and sleeping quarters, and all that. They're not paying for it. It's
unionized.
You know who's paying for it. So, and it's not just the one guy.
Go over here, grab your sign. You're in this spot. You go over here. You're in this spot.
In order to be funded, it has to be planned.
Oh yeah,
sure.
It's a chess game way back when.
And I believe they're paid. I believe every individual screaming at the top of their lungs that doesn't have a frickin' job, they're getting paid to do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's like it was this old interview about, it made me think about some protest or something from a while back, a video I seen. And he said, man, can you believe how many people are out here? And he said, it doesn't take very much. You give them $50 and a free t-shirt, I can get 10,000 people out here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. They don't know what the difference between the people of Israel and the people of Palestine. Why are they fighting? You know, which side believes in what thing? They don't know any of that.
No.
There's because it used to be the people would go out and say, oh, did you vote for Biden or did you vote for Trump? And then they ask them why. And then, you know, those kind of videos. Now it's, why do you believe in Palestine?
I'm going to say half of these people at the protest, they so dumb, they don't know how many moons the earth has.
They just know, I'm everybody likes me in this group, so I'm yay, you know.
With my blue hair or whatever else.
Well, that's the thing. Most of these people are covered up, even the diapers on their face now.
They're cowards.
I never thought my entire life could I walk into a bank with a mask on and walk out.
Give me my money.
Yeah, really. And walk out. Never would I have thought that.
Yeah. Let me find this other story that I thought was.
I don't even give you free lollipops anymore.
Have you wondered, certain actors or actresses, I guess they call them all the same thing now. Hey, Peanut.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
How you doing?
They have come up missing. You don't see them in movies or anything anymore.
Oh no!
And they call them. They have a name for it. They've been blacklisted.
Well,
now you got to be careful with talking about this, but during 2020, that everybody had to get certain things in their arms, and they had to smile when this happened, so somebody would take a picture of it and post it on a billboard. Those that refuse have not been working anymore. I don't know where the blonde lady, not the Soprano's wife, but that went, I can't remember her name now.
What'd she play in?
Sopranos. She was the girlfriend of
Christopher.
Yeah,
forget about it. I'm working here.
I think Drea Di Matteo, something like that.
Something in that area.
Yeah.
Which I seen her in other movies, and it was usually Italian movies. But
she's a Goomba.
Really good. She's
a Goomba.
No,
She was
Guma.
really good
Oh, I
actor.
thought you said Goomba. That's hilarious.
And she's speaking out right now is because she's blacklisted because she didn't get the thing.
Oh, damn.
And there's a lot of them, a lot of actors and actresses that fall in this. And now they're starting to speak out. It's like, hey, you know, the only reason we can't work anymore is because we didn't get this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get the point.
Oh,
And
lame.
they're saying, well, you couldn't work because we didn't want to catch the thing. And you know
Well,
how protected you were when you got that little Band-Aid.
well, if you got the thing, why do I have to get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to be the one who's protected, huh, Jeff? Like,
Right.
Yeah. But I'm at work though. I just wanted to come by, show you some love and support. But I get off. I got to break it in an hour and a half. So if you're still on, I'll be back.
Well, no, we'll be over at the Vineyard Chicks.
At Vineyard Chicks. Okay, I'll drop by there in about an hour and a half. Okay. All right. Hey,
All right.
good job with the video you did too about the forgiveness and all that. That was actually what I was kind of going through at the moment, so that worked out really well.
Oh,
all right. Later, Wyatt. What's up, Jeff? All right, Eric. See
Bye,
you guys.
brother.
Later, brother.
catch you later.
Right. Later, Bush.
Yeah, he's working all the time now, isn't he?
Yeah.
He has
At
to
least he can
survive
jump
in
up on his
California.
brakes. Well, that's probably rare in California for somebody to be working.
Well, somebody's got to work to take care of all the.
He's one of them strange people. He works.
We got it like this. You need to go to work. Thousands are depending on you.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to pay for them people coming across the border.
Small businesses, man, they are hurting bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I seen this article. I should have saved it or sent it to somebody where I can find it again, but it was saying that in America, 45% of small businesses were failing just to make rent for whatever for this month.
Well, what gets me is so many people is out of work, but yet everything keeps going up. I mean, what the hey, you know?
Oh, and I just seen this story and it,
That's the biggest thing that's killing them.
Yeah.
The prices are going up on everything. Taxes, leases, rent, product.
I mean, come on. I remember not too long ago, you know, a 2-bedroom home was what, $700-800. Now you're gonna be lucky to find one for less than $2,000.
This is a story that just popped up. It's beloved 36-year-old New York City firefighter and military veteran dies from heart attack after being fired to pay for illegal aliens.
Wow.
And left with nothing.
Said he had a heart attack?
Yeah.
Man, did he have a family?
Yeah.
He had a heart attack
And
because
the family's left with nothing now. Since he was fired, they didn't get a he didn't get nothing, so his family's broke.
I don't see how people could make those type of decisions.
Yeah, evidently a lot of
good God, Robert.
Firefighters and police officers are being fired to pay for illegal aliens or immigrants. You get trouble for calling them aliens now.
Definitely hearing more of these stories, similar stories to what you just mentioned.
Let's go to my channel.
They're spending on Well, they're calling them illegal aliens.
Yeah, but didn't you get in trouble for repeating what YouTube said a while back ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that one story. Oh, Drea
Mateo?
Yeah.
Yeah, what he said. Wait
She
a
got
minute.
clipped, she got clipped in the Pine Barrens on the Sopranos.
Yeah. Yeah. Evidently, she's speaking out.
Against
Okay,
all
I
this.
didn't know this. Oh, and that's another thing.
Get her as a
Well,
guest.
since this is going into that, she actually had to go to OnlyFans to make money, to get out of her financial crisis she was in.
Can't remember what she looked like.
I can't neither. Chick, get her as a guest.
Oh,
You'd go
she's
down
too
within
big
the 2
for
minutes.
me. She had the long blonde hair and you really Italian
Blondish brown,
Jersey
yeah.
accent.
Real Guma, you know.
Anyways, since it came to OnlyFans, we're finding out now that the creator and owner of OnlyFans was pressured to only play certain ads and things for certain parties. And you can kind of guess what parties it was. And this was pre-election time. So
crazy.
You're going to start seeing these big companies, CEOs and all this are starting to come out that, hey, we are forced to do this. And evidently this lady is buku rich. Let me see if I can find
She ain't that rich to keep hushing her up.
No, she's not hushed anymore.
Oh.
That's why.
Robert Bates, you don't want to go to OnlyFans.
There. You see who she is now?
No, I said, oh. That's her.
Yeah, that's the Sopranos person.
Okay, yeah, I remember her.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the other one.
And that's one of the stories you can read about that.
I don't know why, but I was thinking the woman was going to be at least 80-some years old.
80 years old?
That's the mental image I had in my head.
Oh. Well, she's probably a little older than that now, but
yeah, that was an early picture.
Yeah. But she goes on and she's speaking out about Biden and a bunch of other stuff about the illegal immigration and all this stuff. And, on top of it, she says, hey, I was blacklisted from Hollywood because I didn't get the thingy.
A lot of people like her we don't think about until we, look it up or hear a story like that. Like, oh yeah, I remember that person.
Yeah, I was like, because Because there's been many Italian, mafia type movies come out after Sopranos. I haven't seen her in any of them, and that was there was always like the same people in every Italian
Same people,
mafia
yeah.
movie.
Yep.
Because they played the parts so well, they always get the same parts.
Casino, Goodfellas,
Yeah,
Sopranos.
and then all of a sudden you don't see these people. It's like, I wonder why. And then you find out down the road, hey, we got blacklisted.
If me and you could ever get somebody like that up on our channel, I wonder how much trouble we'd get into with YouTube.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm willing to find out.
Or even athletes or people like that played sports, maybe was stepped away and we don't even think about or hear about.
Well, look at
Yeah.
the country singers and some of the rock singers.
Yeah. Go back to doing local shows, or stuff.
Yeah. Because I cannot think of their names now, but there's a couple of country singers that this is happening to. And Bo Stevens is not one of them. He was like this before it happened.
There a lot of stuff going on about the dinner Biden went to. You might as well say thousands of dollar plate meal, and evidently making jokes about the food and everything, while honest people are having trouble
Surviving.
buying meat for a meal. And he's up there gloating and making fun of how of the meal and everything and stuff like that. And yeah, that just goes to show he's not there to know, like, the people are out here having a hard time. And yet here goes more $95 billion over to
Seas.
Ukraine and whatnot.
Oh, have you heard that Biden is getting pissed on kind of the FJB signs that he's seeing on billboards?
Yeah, I don't think he knows what it means.
Oh, he finally got told what it meant, but he didn't realize how big of a thing it was.
There was somebody, reporter or something, got mad because of a sign and ripped it, ended up going to jail for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't remember what his name was. He's one of the big reporters.
I would hate to have that name, Joe Biden, and not be. I would hate to have that name, period, now. Because I went to school with a boy named Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, and this, when I was talking about the George and the rocker guys, or brothers, it's well documented, the money, where it's going and everything.
You reading Vineyard Chick?
Oh, I'm on another page.
Oh,
What part? The top 25 one? Oh, I didn't close that out. Or the George guy.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess that means both.
Top 25,
Let me try to find it.
please.
I posted it earlier, so it should. Oh, here it is.
I think we at that point we can't go back to the beginning.
Oh, Watt's jumping around.
Sorry about that. I was looking up some info. You know what his middle name is?
Huh?
You know what his middle name is?
Biden's?
Yeah.
Robinette.
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 Oh,
Actually, I got a better name than that, but that's okay.
Thought it was interesting. I had to look it up.
Oh.
Yeah, you can read some of the better definitions of the word. I'll put it that way.
It says it comes from a French word meaning small robin. Robinet.
No,
Laid an
it
egg.
comes from a French word meaning train. Never mind.
Bird brain.
Close enough. I'll settle for that. It's a good thing we all ain't here face to face.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
the reason having a lag.
Backwards and forwards.
You know what that is?
I
What
can't
is?
think of the name of it.
It's called it's a sequence. It's called a paralindrum. It's when you have a series of letters or numbers that are the same forwards or backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Today's
Like
date is actually a paralindrum. It's the same forwards and backwards.
Today is?
Today is 42924. It's the same
Okay.
backwards. It's the last paralindrum of this year. It actually started last Saturday. The next one will be in May of next year.
Yeah. Once a month it does that.
Now you know, and that's the rest of the story.
All right, Paul.
And with all that, the top 25 ways to destroy United States, because I figured when I was reading that well, there's probably some that isn't here yet, but are getting ready, and I'm like, wait a minute, these are all already here.
Yeah,
They've
exactly.
been here for a while.
Well, that's what I've been saying. You know, the best way to take down an enemy like us is from within, and it's here. They're doing it.
That tells me that I need to plant more stuff in the garden
And yeah,
Exactly.
put more food back.
and get more seeds.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd have to ask this in the back room. kind of hang on a little bit, Watt.
Yeah.
At the room.
I liked Paul Harvey. He was a good guy there.
Yeah, he was. He was
just-
honest.
Like listening to him talk, and didn't matter what.
Mm-hmm.
We got a local station that still plays his stuff throughout the day. Little snippets of his stuff.
Well, I remember him coming on at a certain time every morning, you know, in the town I grew up in.
Yeah. I remember hearing that the devil one that he talks about.
Yeah.
And you think about it now, and it's like, wow, he knew the future.
It's like that list.
Yeah. I mean, how did he know some of that stuff that is here now? That's the, and back then he was probably just making stuff up.
Probably could see the patterns
in a sort of a way, kind of, oh, this might happen if this keeps going this way, you know. And then, whoop, it happened all right. Everything he said. I would play it, but I got in trouble last time for playing it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, copyright stuff.
Well, now I know 101 almost got in trouble for playing the clip that you gave him. Not last time, I think it was time before last. Because his live feed kept weirding out. If you remember,
that was a copyright thing.
It don't make no difference. Look at the content she was talking about. That's what they don't want us to listen to anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are a few people, younger people too. Well, she's actually pretty big on TikTok, and she's talking about this Palestine groups, saying if it's so bad here and everything, why don't you go over to their country that you support and go support them, what they're doing over there.
Well, now, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this name or not, but there is a comedian, Cat, what is it, Williams?
Cat Williams.
Yeah, that man is coming out of the dark, both feet, and seeing as how he coming out. There's other well-named actors who are coming out about what Hollywood has done.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing is, why did they come out after they're not shiny anymore? Why don't they come out when they're number one in everyone's eyes?
Well, let me
until after they're nobodies anymore.
Yeah, it's
well,
money.
let me ask this question: who says that they didn't? That they got blocked? We know how the media is.
Yeah, but why would they get blocked when they're important and not blocked when they're nobody?
No, because they didn't start this until after everything fell into place. And then once we started talking about it, they started getting shut down. And then they thought, well, maybe, you know, it ain't worth it. And they went like that for a couple of years, and they said, the heck with it.
Yeah. Well, there are some that even when they're big, they say how it is.
Well,
and
I mean,
there are some that they wait until they're nobodies and
right.
Back when I was big and everything, we do this and we do that, and bad things would happen. Why didn't you say anything back then? Why do you wait?
Because
Now,
I do believe at that time nobody would have believed them. Because you look how big the media portrayed that to be.
see, now that's the thing, though. Why would I believe them when they're a nobody? I would believe them more when they were somebody, you know?
Now, listen to what I'm saying here. At the time all this happened, getting that stuff was a tremendous headline. You know, everybody had to have this and that. Okay. If one person come out and started talking about it, man, I ain't gonna believe him. You know, the doctors know better, you know, like that. And then when a certain, let's say, race started falling because of this, then they're saying maybe there is something behind this after all.
Yeah, but then again, it still goes back to
the media.
You're a nobody now. Why would you listen to?
Because they were kicked out when they were a somebody.
That's
you didn't hear nothing.
They're wanting you to think that.
Exactly. And 90% of the majority
I won't go to somebody who is nobody and believe everything they're saying. If somebody's top of their game and they have everything to lose and they speak up about something, I think they're more credible than somebody that doesn't have anything to lose, you know?
But I'm like this right here, right now. Okay. This the way, I mean, you're not going to change my mind on it. But at that time, when everything was at the height that it was at the top, you get somebody talking bad about it, you're going to have biggest majority because the media is wanting you to think that the doctors are right. And once they start talking about it, they're going to be blowed off. But after certain people start seeing a bunch of stuff that's gone wrong, and then they start talking about it.
Yeah, but still, the majority of people will say this person isn't nobody now. He was somebody.
What do you think? Yeah, but do you think the majority of the people now still believe that getting that was the right thing to do? You can't say yes on that.
Well, that's the thing. Now they don't care. It's just another story.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm trying to get at is if if a bunch of people come out and said, and they had all this to lose when they're so big, you have more credit because you have so much to lose. And then wait until after you're nobody.
Okay.
That's like that lady that I was just talking about. She could have said something back then, but now she's saying it now when she's broke and not famous anymore.
Okay, I'm not going to say his last name, but his first name is Jamie. Okay, he had a game show on with his daughter. One of the main reasons he got sick and whatever, that it was said, and it was also verified that somebody showed him the point without his acknowledgement. That was the reason he got sick for so long. Now he's coming back. His daughter is not keeping her mouth shut, but yet her daughter is being suppressed by the media and everything else. Y'all don't hear that.
Well, that's what I'm getting at is when that stuff, and it could be anything because everything gets is all hidden. We could talk about, you know, Mel Gibson stuff
Yeah.
that he did.
That happened
All
quite
that
a few
stuff
years
you didn't hear about that, but you don't see, you know, these top Hollywood people talking about it until they're nobodies. And
Yeah, why is that?
that irritates me. Now, when somebody comes out and they have, like I said, all that to lose, to me that they have more to lose, you tend to believe them more. But that's what I said. It's hard to say nowadays, because even if all these people come out, how many of the majority of normal people would believe?
Well, I believe Cat Williams.
Because everybody's brainwashed with, you know, the media stuff.
There you go. You just said it.
Well, that's why I said now,
Yeah.
not back
now.
then, when because this stuff's been going on beginning
Been
of
going
time
on since day one. But everybody was so brainwashed back then that all the hype and everything has come down, and people are really starting to listen and understand.
Well, no, not everybody. That's the problem. There's only a
Big
certain amount, and those who start to believe are the ones that
getting hooked
are the
up.
crazy ones. You know, homesteaders, preppers, and
There you go. There you go.
that's what I was trying to get at the whole time.
But you didn't come straight out and say it. I'm the one sitting here trying to, well, maybe I didn't either. Next subject.
Well, let's see.
It's 2
Let's
plus
see what
2
the
still
vineyard
4.
chicks have for tonight.
No.
That is so good.
So it's definitely a lot of optics. I thought it was funny that when you mentioned the Jamie guy, whenever he got sick, when he came back, the first movie that was released was a movie called They Cloned Tyrone.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
I mean, just look, not saying it's connected, but it's just too weird at that point. Certain things, you know.
Well, now, wasn't he in another movie a while back ago where the FBI was monitoring everything we said and heard, or was that another? No, that wasn't Jamie. That was Mel Gibson.
There we go. If you haven't voted for the Vineyard Chicks, I haven't checked here lately, but actually, let me go look, see where they're at.
All right, read what Dana B said to yourself.
Well, I'm looking the Vineyard Chicks stuff up first. Oh, they're at 66 right now, so they have to be in the top 50 to move on to the next round. And like I said, they're going against professionals that have recording studio takes and clips and everything. They're at 380 votes so far, and to get them to, let's see, 50 is 483 votes. So about 100 votes is what they need. And a lot of these people have like thousands and thousands of supporters and stuff. So the fact that they're even close to the 50 mark is amazing.
They are amazing.
So if we could get them to that, because they were high, they were high as 22 on the list,
Wow.
and I think they got to the 5th.
Out of hundreds of people.
Yep, 300 and some, I think he said.
Wow. When does this particular round of voting end? When is the deadline for the votes on
I
this
think
one?
the 5th. Yeah, May 5th at
Okay.
9 o'clock Central
Oh, yeah.
time.
So next Monday.
Yep. No, Sunday. I think the 5th is on
Sunday, okay.
Sunday. Yep, the 5th. And they moved to the second round.
Darn,
And
there's a lot of people up on there.
yeah, you can vote more than once because it costs $5 for and you get 5 votes for that.
Ah, well, mine stops at Layla Capri as far as it goes.
You could search. You could type in their name.
Yeah, they're at 66 is what I think. Isn't that what I said?
At 66.
Yeah. So they're 16. They need to go up 16, at least 16.
Well, I'm at 36.
But 100 votes is
20 people.
Yeah, because you get 5 per one. So all it would take is 20 people doing the 5 votes. And
hell, I don't even have that much money.
somebody I looked at had like 14 million Instagram.
Good God.
So
Man.
you sit there think of the difference. Vineyard Chicks have their YouTube channel has 5.2 thousand, a little over 5,000 people going against somebody that has 14 million.
They'll definitely
It's
make it.
crazy, and they're still kind of holding their own up in there. That's the crazy part right there.
I wish I could. I really do. I'd have to vote after payday. That's the bad thing.
We got a couple days in the 90s here this week.
I think all of ours is in the mid to high 80s.
Yeah,
I found out yesterday. My tiller won't till. I pumped my tires up the day before, and one of them went flat within 30 minutes. So I've got to go buy a new tire for my tiller, which is aired up, and I got to try to figure out when I engage it, why does it keep cutting off?
Let's see what are they got on the
agenda for
they're
tonight.
going all classic rock tonight. So
Are they?
Maybe I'm Amazed by Paul McCarthy. Me and Bobby McGee.
Janice
Desperado, Time in a Bottle,
Jim
American
Croce.
Pie, Dust in the Wind, Heartbreaker.
By Kansas.
No, Heartbreaker, that's Pat Benatar.
No, Dust in the Wind by Kansas.
Oh,
Quit reading so fast.
8 is I Don't Like Mondays.
Don't know.
Number 9 is TNT.
Oh, we know who sung that one.
Yeah. 10 is Blackwater.
Oh, Blackwater, keep on rolling.
11 is Have You Ever Seen the Rain? And
CCR.
12 is Landslide.
Who done Landslide?
Fleetwood Mac.
I don't remember that one. And I thought I knowed all of them.
That's a lot of tunes.
Really? Darn, you know it's getting dark here. Well,
Yeah, and if you haven't,
It's dark here now.
They just did a concert. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember.
Who, Fleetwood?
No, Vineyard Chicks.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it got posted. Was it yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah, it was yesterday when they posted a video. And they were with other bands.
Mm-hmm. They sounded good.
One thing that gets me that I don't know, because I didn't have this when I was in a band, is people up there with cell phones.
Yeah, I was just going to say that guy walking around.
I was like,
we had big lighters back in.
I don't know how that would go because, yeah, there. Well, we didn't have nobody. The band who we opened for, they actually had big cameras. It wasn't no little cameras. They had these big cameras, and
Like the 35 millimeters.
I don't know what they were, but they had the booms that lifted them up in the air and went across the thing and everything. The cameraman was going, and to find out that parts of that went into their video into MTV. The band was Y&T. Nobody usually knows though. But they actually made it to MTV back then, and that was a major thing. That's when MTV music television actually played music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Felt like you made it as a musician.
I think it was about the first year after MTV come out, I really started looking at it, watching it. Shit, I used to stay up all night just to watch Dio and, groups like that.
Yeah. I remember because we had cable. The only reason we had cable was where I kind of did odd jobs for. They got my dad a job of caretaker of a resort. It was probably built in the 50s or 60s, but they had little bungalows, and we had a cart that we could go around and make sure nobody was coming in to steal stuff, and that was basically all we did. And we lived there, and had free cable, electricity, the whole 9 yards. And this new thing came on. It was called MTV, and it had like 10 videos. if that. And I got so sick of some of the music videos back then.
Oh,
But
now,
then they started getting other groups in there, and it started picking up. And I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." And that's all I watched was MTV.
now, which female DJ was it that had a crush on Van Halen back in? Because it seemed like every time she got up there for months, that's all she would play was Van Halen.
Well, that Van Halen was
Number
really
one.
popular back in.
Yeah, they were. But there
Slippery
was,
When Wet.
she was blonde. I can't think of her
Yeah.
name right now.
She drank tons of coffee and smoked like a chain.
Freight train, yeah.
You know what's funny? Y'all remember MTV being music, but you know what my first experience with MTV was?
Jersey Shore.
A little bit before that, but that's pretty much
Yeah.
sums it up. But I don't know. I was a kid, teenager, go stay with my grandparents, and they had cable, and turn it on there, and I saw what was it? MTV Cribs,
Oh,
where they
yeah.
go to like the celebrities' homes and stuff.
Yeah.
I said, man.
I forgot
So-
about that.
You remember when I can't remember his name now, but he's a movie star now. Pimp My Ride.
Yeah. Exhibit.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. That was evidently a major gimmick.
Yeah, it was.
He talked about that years after the show ended and said half them things couldn't make it out the door.
Oh, I mean, why would you put a fish tank in a Honda Civic?
Yeah, really.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, now, who was it that sung, oh, you can't touch this.
MC
MC
Hammer.
Hammer.
Okay, he's also got his own show now where he does landscaping, or used to. I hate to say it.
You might be thinking of Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice does
Yeah.
that.
Who I'm
Yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah. He was running for mayor or something of some place. Yeah. Yeah. Ice baby.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
fly for a white guy.
For shizzle.
And don't even start.
Oh, yeah, that's who it was. Nina Blackwood.
Nia Blackwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, that one guy that used to come on today's episode of The Rich and Famous.
Oh,
The
Robin,
millionaires and the mega yachts.
Robin Leach. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, Robin.
Tonight with
Leach.
Robin Leach.
I could not stand his voice.
Oh man.
Somebody did. He made a lot of money talking.
I was just going to say he paid a lot of bills with that voice.
Well, I tell you
That-
what.
You remember any sporting thing like wrestling or anything? Let's get ready to rumble.
Michael Buffer. Yeah.
Michael Buffer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The Buffer
that dude was
brothers.
all over the place. His brother
Yeah.
got famous too.
Oh,
Not-
He's in
not
the
him
UFC. Yeah, he's in the UFC.
Yeah.
Man.
That'd be something if they was bring Michael Buffer back for the Tyson and whoever match on that.
Oh, they better.
Big Paul.
Yeah,
And
we all know who's going to
that
win
judge, he was a referee and he got real famous. Let's get it on. When he would start the fights.
that. What was his name?
He did the Tyson one where he actually
Yeah.
lost
Uh,
his first loss.
what? No.
You said he was a judge or an announcer?
He did a show.
The ref?
He was a judge.
I know
But
of
he-
one.
Oh,
he-
Judge Joe Brown.
No,
Judge Joe
No.
Brown?
No,
no,
Okay.
this
Never
was
And
That
the
other
white,
judge with the glasses. I forget
white
his
bald
name.
guy.
Oh,
Oh, Judge
Wapner?
Wapner. Judge Wapner, the People's
No.
Court.
No,
No?
no, no. It was after that. Every time he would say, the referee he would go, "Let's get it on," and I'll probably just type it in.
man. I probably know if I see it. I know I've heard the phrase. But yeah, man. It's you and your brother. All you got to do is just announce people fixing to come in the ring, and that's your
Mills
profession.
Lane.
Mills
Who?
Lane, yeah. Judge Mills Lane.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to address this one to Tasha. I seriously doubt Trump is no longer with us. I seriously doubt that.
We would probably never know anyway until
Right.
20 years later. Oh yeah,
We're
Bubba
still with
Dibble
us,
got
though.
it.
Mills Lane.
Oh, was it was that Judge Judy's
Wait a
husband?
minute. I thought Judge Wapner was Judy's husband.
Judge
Oh,
Judith Scheinman.
Maybe that's what B's talking about.
Oh, okay.
Those judge shows, well, I don't know if they still have them, but those judge shows used to be pretty funny, all of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
man.
was one judge who was based out of Texas. I can't recall the name of it, but he was an interesting judge to watch also.
What was the one? I don't know if it was Judge Joe Brown or the other one. And the people would come in, the people would just come in there and mess up, and they'd say, "Man, there ain't no way you can talk yourself out of this. I know a crackhead move when I see a crackhead move, man." It's just the off the wall stuff, you know. Judge Judy, yeah, she let them have it. She was sit there, listen to everything, and then she just poured on them.
You could tell within the first 30 seconds of listening to Judy who done won that battle. You know, because
Well, you could not only see, but you could feel her blood pressure going up.
Yeah.
Just by watching.
yeah,
Facial
she really
expressions.
good. Now, have y'all seen the new Judge Judy come out?
I mean, Judge Beauty.
Well, she redyed her hair. It ain't gray no more. It's red.
Yeah,
She
it's just
is,
a commercial, though.
yeah. She is about as wild in this new one as she was her old ones.
That's crazy. That was a
It's
phase.
like a bubble.
The Judge Show reality TV phase.
You know, normally they say when you get old, your eyesight's first thing to go. That's a damn lie. It's your memory, your back, your knees, and then lastly, your mouth, because you so old, you don't give a flip what you say anymore.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your bladder.
Well, that too. You know, to be truthful about, I can't even walk past the bathroom without having to make a pit stop. I don't care if I'm going from room to room. If I just passed it, I got to go again.
Okay, let me go ahead and put Vineyard Chicks link in there for tonight, so we can. I'll go over and hang out with them and listen to their music. There
Now
we
look
go.
at that. Ginger Ninja just to the T on that one. Reminds me of a little chihuahua. When they get mad and start barking, you can't say nothing until they're done. Thank you, Ginger Ninja. I appreciate that.
Hey, Chihuahua.
But
Taco
I
Bell.
didn't see what we got for sites or websites for tomorrow to check out. We got 7 so far, so hopefully we get a couple more before tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow at 8:00. Jeff, you gonna be going live Wednesday?
Believe it or not, I will be. Wait a minute, hold it. What date is Wednesday?
The
Yeah,
first?
I'll be going live. It'll be the 1st. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be first time,
Hey,
huh?
what? Yeah. What? I got a riddle for you. You know why they don't use the Chihuahua in Taco Bell commercials anymore?
Uh-uh.
They already here.
There's a lot of Taco Bells here. You are right. Too many.
Oh,
No,
and I forgot to
you
say
don't-
hi to the people over on Twitter, X, or whatever you want to call it. Thank you guys over there for watching, and we'll see you here tomorrow. And let me go ahead and put the outro in.
All right, everybody.
Good night.
And don't forget to hit the
Yeah.